Island beds have been a popular addition to the Bailey portfolio for a number of years, and the Vigo has all the practicalities of that island bed, but it doesn't compromise on lounging space. Now this has an MTPLM that's a maximum weight of just 1600 kilos, which means you can tow it with a medium-sized car like Volkswagen's Tiguan All-Space. Practicality wise, you have all the services to the offside, so you have your water and electric in and your gas away from the awning. And on this side, the awning side, the near side, you have your barbecue point, 230-volt socket and a TV point. You can also access the storage compartments under both beds via external lockers. Now the Vigo is a couple's favourite, but it can accommodate families of up to 4 people. So let's go inside and take a look. The lounge in the Vigo has 2 modes, day mode and night mode, currently configured in day mode. Now this allows for comfortable lounging. Also with the wraparound cushion behind me, you can sit deep into the corner to view the telly, with the telly point being just in front of me. This fabric is the standard Blossom. There is the optional Jasmine upholstery that has aqua clean. If you're not sure what that is, that means if you spill anything on the upholstery, you can simply wipe it off with water. Now night mode, you can either use these as small single beds, or you can pull out the slats to make it into that generous double. So let's talk about technology in the Vigo. We'll start with a Sonos speaker. Gone are the days where you would need a car-style stereo in the top corner. This can be positioned anywhere in the Caravan. There's also a new lighting system in the Unicorn Deluxe. This is the control panel for the CCT lighting. Now this is in the forward part of the Caravan, and this control panel allows you to not only dim the lights, but you can also turn off certain zones and turn it into a warmer or a cooler lighting. Plenty of sockets in here, not just 230-volt sockets, which are all around the Caravan, but there's USBs as well. Now this is fitted with Alda's tried and tested wet central heating system, and we have the new Vegas control panel above the door. Now talking of the top half of the Caravan, there's also a new 130-watt solar panel that is a slimline flexi panel. That means it's not a big bulky item, and it will reduce drag when towing. And as this is a Bailey Caravan, it's worth noting that this is already pre-wired for Wi-Fi. So let's talk about the kitchen in the Vigo. We'll start with the storage. Plenty of storage in the cupboards above, and these drawers just below the worktop are really deep, 2 really deep drawers, and you have additional storage right at the bottom. And there's also, which is new for the Unicorn Deluxe, there's a wire rack to the right hand side just by the cooker. Now talking to the cooker, we will now cover the appliances. So we have a dual fuel hob, which has an electric plate, 3 gas burners, as well as a separate grill and a separate oven. And opposite the kitchen is a large Thetford fridge. Now this has a 137 litre fridge compartment and a 15 litre freezer compartment. And it's also worth noting that new for the Unicorn Deluxe is this beige stone finish. We have the sink infill, which turns over and can be used as a chopping board. Now that also covers the extended worktop here. So if you need additional worktop space, I mean, it's quite a bit as it is. If you need even more, that simply lifts up into place. And we have a new Swan mixer tap, which simply pulls out, which makes washing up and that sort of thing a lot easier. So the bedroom in the Vigo is a really light and airy place, and this transverse island bed really maximises that space. Now there are 2 modes, day mode and night mode. It's currently in day mode, so it's pushed back, gives you more room at the foot of the bed. Now in night mode, all you do is you pull out the end of the bed and then you fold the mattress back, and then you have a really large sleeping space. Now that sleeping space is probably further maximised by these new wardrobes. They're floating shaped wardrobes either side. So you have hanging space inside, and there are also separate cupboards either side of the bed. Now there's plenty of storage as well above the bed in these lockers, and they're in the new natural oak finish. just below those reading lights. To my right is a TV point. We have 230-volt socket, 12-volt socket and a TV inlet. So the TV can hang on the wall and you can enjoy your favourite shows from the bed. Or if you have that really extra special pitch, turn off the TV and enjoy the view from the window at the foot of the bed. And if you're ready for the next day, there is a vanity unit here to make sure you are looking at your best. And also, if you have occasional guests and you'd like to divide the front from the bedroom, there is a concertina partition door. The Vigo has an end washroom that runs the full width of the Caravan. So in here we have a large shower cubicle that also has a handy hanging rail above the shower skylight. So if you have any wet coats, etc., you can hang them in there and they won't make any of the carpets wet. There's a Belfast style sink and lots of storage below it. There are 2 cupboards and a shelf unit in between. There's also additional storage space just behind the 𝗚𝗏𝘃𝗃𝗃𝗲𝗱 and above the vanity unit mirrors. Now there's enough room in the end washroom to use this as a dressing room. So if you didn't want to shut the concertina partition door, there's lots of space to get changed in the washroom itself. And there's also a solid wooden door that divides the front of the Caravan from the rear. So in summary, the main point for the Vigo has to be that transverse island bed. Lots of luxury, lots of room, and it's a light and airy space. And let's not forget that the front lounge can also be used as 2 single beds or made up into a double bed. Best of all, it's a single axle Caravan with a light MT PLM, and you don't need a super chunky car to tow it.